The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Rams defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
59.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Gets it to Brown, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Sean Tucker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Rams at 8-1 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and a yard. Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. Rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. First run now for Kyron Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Play action. Stewart. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, 27 yards. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Second and 10. Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Devontae Smith, 74 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First down. Vance. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. And they'll run with Tucker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Mevis knocks this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, Jones to about the 40-yard line. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Stewart to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They will throw on 1st down with Stewart. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Stewart. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stewart sets to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stewart. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now an audible here into something else. Now Jones. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Stewart. Touchdown! George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now Stewart, second down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Vance looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down, here's Herbert. That's complete to Palmer. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Mevis on to attempt the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Rams 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stewart. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On the counter, here's Jones. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stewart. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st down, Stewart. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Davis. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, break. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Looking to throw. Stewart completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle, Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Jones is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Ridley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. This is caught by Tucker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Herbert now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Stewart. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Ooh, the juke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
All right, now I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
When he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Stewart. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be fourth down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here from 28 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 24-all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And running with power here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Second and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's taken in by Palmer. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chargers.
On the ground, it's Tucker. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
This a second and 7 from the 37. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. In motion right is Davis. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Powers through. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, here's Stewart. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. He played well last week, had the pick 6. Around the football again. Couldn't quite come up with the interception, though.
Didn't get that one, but you just know that that's what he's itching for, and that's what the whole team's itching for. I know the night before games, a lot of them show video of the best plays of the previous week. His pick 6, guaranteed, was on that. Good memories for him.
Stewart to throw on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
On the set. Cowboy 80.
Here's Stewart to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Back at 60. 60.
Operating from the gun. Stewart. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
2nd down and 8. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And his kick here is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stewart. And this is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play action. Stewart. They'll roll him out right. And off balance slow there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Offense on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 15. Stewart. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is fielded at the 7. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll run with Tucker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
On first down, it's Herbert. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They defer to White out of the shotgun. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They run. It's Tucker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6 coming up. Herbert. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Herbert. That's caught by Palmer. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Williams. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
21.
Now Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert to throw. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And as this defense walks off the field, they can